Metalheads, Scott Thompson here, taking time out from a really sunny Saturday afternoon to talk to you about one of my favorite metal performers, Dave Mustaine. You're saying, are you sure? You know, is he really one of your favorites? Well, you kind of see in the background here a signed litho from the album 2 albums ago, United Abominations, signed by 3 out of the 4 members of the band, and one of my old crew passes from a tour many years ago, and kind of my little Megadeth reminder here in Studio 4. So, anyways, talking about this book right here, Mustaine, a heavy metal memoir, or if you're over there in Europe, in the UK, you don't get this one. There's another version of it that's out that's called My Life in Metal. Not available here in the US, only available in Europe. Same deal, different book. If you like Mustaine and you really want to know a lot more about him, then I would definitely recommend picking up this book. Definitely an excellent read. I enjoyed it. I think I blew through it in about a day and a half. And unlike a lot of the books that I've read recently that are metal focused, for once it's actually one that I think an editor actually read. So very few errors in the book. Usually a lot of these books that I've been seeing lately, you wonder what the hell the editor's doing, because the grammar in it is terrible. There's mistakes all over the place, and you wonder who's getting paid to do what. But this one's pretty good. I found really, I think, one glaring mistake in the entire book, and I got to share it with you. And here's the page. You can see that. There we go. And the caption reads, "Me with my Dean Angel of Death VMNT." Damn, I could swear to God that looks like a Jackson King V. So that one there was kind of a glaring mistake, and I'm sure the folks at Dean aren't very happy since Dave is one of their endorsees. But clearly that's a Jackson King V and not a VMNT. So that was the one really glaring mistake I found in the book. But otherwise, like I said, it's a pretty good book, with a few caveats. One, if you really want to know a lot about what went on with Dave with Metallica, the club days, you're not going to find a lot of it here. This is kind of like Dave joins Metallica, they're moving along, they get Cliff, bam, they're in New York, bam, he's out of the band. So there's not a lot that happens there, and I've talked to a few other people on this too. He tends to handle his discussion of current members of Metallica with kind of kid gloves. He kind of pulls punches on it, but then other people he's got no problem, in true Dave fashion, saying exactly what he wants to say about it and exactly what he means, and he's pretty clear about things. So like I said, if you really want some in-depth what happened with Dave, Metallica, those days, you're not going to find it in here. It kind of glosses it over, moves it very quickly. If you're interested in a lot of the Megadeth days, you're definitely going to find out all the ins and outs of what happened there, a lot of his reasons for doing things, what went on, his thoughts. That's all in here, and that's good. If you are curious about, Dave, Metallica, an excellent book to pick up, I highly recommend it, is Metallica, The Club Days, and this is by Bill Hale. Excellent book. It's all his photos about that time period, so if you're really interested in that, definitely get this book. And by coincidence, a lot of Bill's photos are actually all in this one, and one of my favorite ones is actually in this book. It's in the Club Days book, and I had told Bill, that's got to be one of my favorite classic Dave pictures. And I don't know if you're going to see it too well up here, but there he is, flipping the bird. And definitely one of my favorite Bill Hale pictures of Dave. And if you're interested, be on the lookout, because Bill's going to be putting out another book similar to this one, and it's basically about Dave Mustaine. And Bill's got tons of photos, and he was there, one of the guys that was right in there with it, so he's got some great stuff. So be looking out for a book on Mustaine coming out by Bill Hale very, very shortly, and I guarantee you'll be hearing about it from me. I'll probably do a review of it as soon as I get it. So, like I said, if you're into Mustaine, you're into the Megadeth part of it, definitely a good book to pick up. You can also, if you've got a Kindle, you can pick it up as a Kindle edition as well from Amazon, so that's pretty cool. And in the UK, like I said, it's the same book, but it's called My Life in Metal, and there's also a Kindle version of the UK version available as well. And the only other thing that I thought was a little bit protracted on this is he kind of went on a lot about his current faith and how it fits into his life and all that. And a little bit of that might get tedious for some people. I read it, I wanted to really get his views down and stuff and understand it, but on the whole, they probably could use a little bit less of it. But then again, I was more interested in kind of the metal and the history and all that, and not as much in Dave's whole philosophy and his faith and stuff like that. But Dave's always been an outspoken guy, and I enjoyed the book, and I've been looking forward to having it come out for a long time. So I would definitely say, like I said, if you're into Mustaine and the Megadeth years, you definitely want to get this book. You'll understand Dave a lot better, and it is a great read. And if you're into Metallica back in the day, you like old photos and insider shots, stuff like that, this is definitely a great book to get. Metallica: The Club Days by Bill Hale, and be on the lookout for his new Dave Mustaine book that's coming out very soon. So that's it for me. I'm gonna go enjoy my Saturday. Have a good one.